Hey guys, Chico, he provides all the time. I'm going to do a little bit of an update. We don't have much planted this year. Got a late start getting it planted. The weather's been kind of wackadoodle, even for Indiana. And it's still kind of wackadoodle. It rained this morning. We've got a little bit of a window of opportunity now, and then it's supposed to rain again. So, little update. I've never really been a fan of tomato cages. We had several, and we've got several missing. I'm not sure what happened. I'm just not sure what happened. But anyway, that's the only one I could find. And like I said, I'm not a big fan. We pick them up cheap at auctions, stuff like that. But sometimes how the ones we have been carted away. We may have left them at, I bet this is the deal, I bet we left them at the Orange County Community Gardens last year, and I just never went and got them. That would explain why I only have one. So anyway, I'm big on making do with what I have. And what I have are these fence posts. It might seem like a little bit of an overkill, but you know, I've got them. We're going to drive them down in the ground next to the tomato plants. I'm just going to tie the tomato plants to them this year. I will use stakes on a couple things. In fact, let me just show you what we got going on, alright? Sorry about the jerky. So, I've got fence posts that we gathered up somewhere. I think actually they were given to us. And I'm going to drive one in behind each tomato plant. And I used a cage on that tomato plant. Those will soon harvest before they turn to seed. Our butterfly bush has bit the dust. I will take and get a wooden stake. This is a bell pepper in a bucket. And then this is a crookneck squash that seems to be doing very well all by itself. I know the weeds are a little unruly, but like I say, it's been some freakish weather. And then we've got this devil grass here. I used to know what it's called, but I hate it. These berries are raspberries that a friend of mine gave me a couple of years ago. Look at there. And they are doing very well. I'm pretty proud. The elderberries that we got from Lady B, the hopeful homesteader, they didn't make it. They all died. Our horseradish root is doing very well. And our gooseberry bush, I'm not sure how many. Oh, looky there. Look at there, folks. This, you seen it as soon as I seen it. This is the first time this berry bush has ever produced. We bought it, I think, 3 years ago from Brambleberry Farms. Check out the video. It's the name of the video is Welcome to Brambleberry Farms. Prepare to be amazed, and you will. But we purchased this gooseberry from them, and this is the first year that it's producing. So our compost is doing well. With all the rain we've gotten behind in turning it, that pile over there needs turned again, and this pile's ready to use, but it should probably be turned one more time anyway. Coop's still on its side, or on its back actually. The gentleman that said he was going to come and swap the apparatus, the wheel apparatus around for me, has just never shown up. Sadly, it seems like these handymen and contractors, if it's not a big payday, they're not the least bit interested. Let me try one of these raspberries. Actually, let me try two. I want to show you a couple other spots, but I don't want to walk around because it's quite a bit of walking and bouncing. So let me show you a couple things. Okay, this is my wild berry patch. No, this is my main wild berry patch. And I showed it to you in previous years. Let me back up here. I've seen some good looking, easy to get to fruit. Now, look at that. right at the edge of my yard. You can't beat that. But let me show you how big this is. Aren't those pretty? Some good looking berries in there, folks. Now this is a county road, but it's a main county road. It gets a lot of traffic. But look here, right beside the road, look at that good looking fruit. I need to get out and pick some. It goes down through here. It goes all down through there, and it's even across the dry bed, and it's all down in here. All the way over into there. And then we've got trumpet vine too, those orange trumpet looking flowers. They're not edible, but they're pretty awesome. So this produces a lot of berries, but as you might guess, those in there we can't get to, so they just fall off, or the birds get them every year. I'll be back. I want to show you up the road on the other side of our driveway. There never used to be any berries there, at least not that I ever noticed. I want to show you something. We're back up here on the other side of my driveway, and would you look at all those berries in there? They're down here and back up in there. I can't see too well, but we've had the briars here for ages. I usually chop them out, but we've never had berries here before. We're blessed. So I'm gonna get back with it. I'm gonna drive my stakes, tie them off, and I'll see what you think. I'll be back. Hey, if you guys like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up, share the video all around, and it would help us a great deal if you would hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell. So let me show you what I done. These are the tools I used. Good pair of leather gloves. I got to protect my hands anymore. Used to have hands rough as a cob and never worried about it, but I have to now. So good pair of leather gloves. Used a nice hatchet, a big hatchet. Used it as a big heavy duty hammer. Pair of scissors and baling twine from the straw and the hay that we bought to get us through the winter. So we drove these fence posts. I'm sure we got them for free. Stacked them up in this gnarly spot, a piece of ground up here, and we now need them. So drove them in with my hatchet, cut pieces of baling twine off, and tied them to the fence post. And as these tomato plants grow, I'll just keep tying them back. This tomato plant, you know, it's got that junky old tomato cage. Hopefully it'll work out just like it should. And then over here, same thing. These are some rails. They were rails for like a deck, and we used them for all kinds of things. I've had it in my compost bins as cross arms to kind of keep the compost separated so air can get through, but not all of the compost. But I needed it, so I drove it in. Same thing, baling twine to tie it up. And I found something really cool. Like I say all the time, he provides. Now I've got some kind of vine here. I'm not sure if it's edible or not, but I think it is, and it's growing out of the bed. So I'm going to at least leave it for a little while. But look here. I've got a tomato plant growing outside of the raised bed. Right there's the raised bed, and it's growing up outside of the bed. Didn't plant it. That's seed that got into our compost or into our bed, or likely our compost, I guess. Or no, my guess is that those are tomatoes that fell off of the plants last year, and we've got a volunteer. I love free food. So that's it, guys. Just doing a little bit of a garden update. I did have to take a little break in between shooting video to harvest and consume another handful of berries. But we've got loads of berries, and just a quick update here. The mother-in-law tongues have all survived. We've decided what we're going to keep, and we're actually going to take a picture of them in a day or two and upload them and see if we can sell them off cheap and maybe make a little bit of money for our efforts. So that's it, guys. We thank you for coming along. We thank you for all that you do, all that you are. We thank you for being our friends, and we wouldn't want to do this without you. Oh, one quick update. Our mint is doing well. Godspeed, guys. Have a great day.